Hi, it's so nice to meet you. Are you in therapy? Do you know what your attachment style is? Would you rather tell me about your childhood trauma first, or would you rather I share mine? The profile said you were 5'9". Should we stand back to back, just to make sure? How old are you? Can I see some ID? Oh, I love that podcast. Have you seen Barbie? No, I'm asking presidential, congressional, and local elections. You are actually single, right? Don't lie to me. I'll find out. I've already seen your social media. Do you know what coital alignment technique is? Length or girth? Ugh, that's so hot. I love massages. No, for me, the pain is mostly in my neck and shoulders. I'm so tired. It's so late. It's already 8:45. I'm gonna let you pay for this, but don't worry. I'm gonna put out.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Women Dating Over 30. Now, I won't go back to that cringe introduction that we had because I could make a full video about it. Just everything she said. Cringe, pathetic, and not worth our time. So let's just pretend that never happened. Let's just not date women over 30. But now, let's see what this TikTok has to offer, guys.
Is 28 too old to date an 18-year-old now?
No? Yes, come on.
When I was 19, I was dating a 30-year-old.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Yeah, women often mock men for wanting to date younger women, but they never consider the other side of the coin, which is younger women also prefer to date older men, you know? Like, that's the best part of it. Like, women like this and they do it all the time. Why? Because they like more mature men. They like men who are already at the finish line, who are already successful and famous and, you know the game, etc. They don't like guys who have potential. So, yeah.
Oh, you old man.
Yo.
It's just because you have a daughter.
Probably.
Yeah.
Also because I just have some semblance of a Yo, 18 is a child. 19
I was popping my at 18, dog. I was all around the block at 18. So
Beautiful. Just imagine seeing your daughter doing that for the whole internet, just talking about that for the whole internet. Damn, guys, it just sometimes I'm glad I'm not a father, but actually, you know, if I were a father, I'd never had a daughter like that. And probably she's a daughter like that because she never had a father around. Disgusting behavior, guys. This woman, this one right here, nothing but the wall for you, madam.
18.
So it was kind of funny because last night my best friend and I were on the phone for 2 hours because we were basically talking about the same guy we've been talking about for like 90% of our friendship. Anyways, I would ask her for her advice on what I should do, and she would ask me for my advice on what she should do, and we would both give each other advice. But did either of us follow each other's advice? No, we did not.
And that is why you don't take advice from a person who doesn't know how to date and who is not married and cannot keep a marriage. But these women will never learn, guys.
We support each other through our terrible choices? Yes. But, you know, I guess at the end of the day, we both just want each other to be happy. And are you and your best friend Delulu and crazy, or is it just us?
So first off, the fact that women have come up with this term, delulu, to speak when they are absolutely delusional, close to clinically insane, is really funny to me. But the other thing, guys, she mentioned, we just want each other to be happy. Now, that couldn't be farther from the truth. When you want someone to be happy, you are honest with him and you tell him the dangers. And this is something I see more in men than in women. Men are more critical. Men often joke maybe a little bit too harshly about certain things. But we do it because if some pal is doing something wrong, you gotta tell him, man. But women, guys, instead of telling each other, hey, you're really resembling a 304, can you stop with that behavior? No, they just say, queen, slay queen, you know, you deserve everything. They just lie to each other all the time. And it's literally the worst thing you can do. All right. So honesty, guys, even if it's too harsh, I'd prefer it 1,000 times over these sweet lies. And this is why I have absolutely no filters on this channel, except the ones that YouTube imposes me. But I have no filters. I mean, these women, I can say they're 304s, they do fatherless behavior, and they're gonna be single forever, probably pass away alone. That is the truth. And I'm helping these women more than their inner circle of friends.
Do you think that 47-year-old men are going for women your age, or are they going for a younger woman?
Every single time that I see this man on my For You page, he always asks questions that are alluding to the historical ass messaging that women's options for romantic prospects decrease as time goes by. And not just like as time goes by, but literally by like the time that you hit 25, it's like you're an old hag now, so you gotta accept what you can take type of vibe.
Literally what it is. Like, this is not an opinion, this is a fact. But well, let's see these modern day womanists give her pale arguments to counter that.
And whether or not you believe in this mentality, and this is like
Again, mentality, it's a fact, you female dog.
how you think, that's your business. I'm not gonna try to change your mind. But the thing that I have realized is that if you are a woman who is no longer in like her early 20s and is no longer perceived as like this coveted thing that society has taught us, that you are only valuable when you're in your early 20s and you're impressionable and you're stupid and you have low self-esteem and you have no experience and you have literally nothing going for you other than your youth. What point was I trying to make? Oh yeah.
I don't know, and I don't care. Guys, let me pause it to make a comment. This is not something imposed by society. Women just really love put the blame on something, on God, on karma, on society, on patriarchy, men, women, animals, everything but themselves. You know, everything but themselves. This is not imposed by society. This is literally just how it works. I mean, let's be honest, men mostly care about youth, personality as well, but you know, oftentimes when youth fades and you're not in a committed relationship, your personality, let's say it mildly, is not the best the world has ever seen, right? If you get me. So this is not something imposed by society. This is not a rule that, I don't know, is part of the constitution. Nobody decided on this. It's just how it is. And society perceived it that way for a lot of time. But because that's nature, that's how it is, right? Men just want youthful women who don't have a long history of bananas going through their legs, you know, in between their legs, right? And in the same way, we as men, we do not whine and cry that, oh, society expects us to be breadwinners, society expects us to be, you know, at the top all the time and to provide. I mean, yes, it does, but not because society has decided on this unanimously, but just because that's the nature of it. Women like men who are providers, know their stuff, who know the game, who know what they're doing, who are decisive, ambitious. That's what women like. This is not imposed by society. And we are clever enough to understand that. But, you know, pathetic women like you who want to put the blame on something else because they missed the opportunity, they missed the time in which they were young to attract a male, they have to come up with this bullcrap, you know, putting the blame on something else. Oh, it's society. And, you know, I'm such an anarchist. I'm not going to do what society tells me. Good for you, you know. Enjoy your cats.
Yeah, if you're like in a certain point in your life where you're okay, you're a woman that has lived life. You're a woman that has experience. You're a woman that knows what she wants, who's a
Meaning, translation, you know, pull my 304 translator, meaning she's been with a lot of chads and she's been clapped by more than 100 men. That's it. What experience are you talking about? Are you a veteran, right? Experience in what? In driving planes? In what experience? She has lived life. You know, what exactly does it mean to live life? I am living life right now. You are as well. You know, if you assume that you are not an undead or something. What are you talking about, man? What is living life? And, you know, you can also live life married, or does life stop there? I just don't get it, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
aware of what she can offer and has very clear what she's looking for in a man, that kind of woman is not going to be interested in the type of man that is looking to date women in like their early 20s. Because that man...
Alright then, see you around, you know? Like, we're more than happy if you don't pay attention to us. Because a lot of men who are successful in their 30s, they have a target on their back from women who are desperate to get that man that they couldn't get in their 20s, right? So if you really leave us alone, hey, best case scenario, we don't care about you in the slightest. You don't bother us, we're perfect. Beautiful life. But you wouldn't, right? I mean, you still hope. This woman, guys, in 5 years, she's gonna be absolutely thirsty for a man to come and pick up the pieces of her broken life and her bad decisions.
Man does not have the relationship skills or the characteristics that would make him a good life partner for this woman. And I just feel like a lot of the times the messaging is so focused on like telling women that, oh, your prospects are decreasing, you are no longer being chosen, whoops, when in reality
it hurts, isn't it? It's so bitter, guys. It really makes her butt hurt that that's how it is. That, you know, with age and with these quote-unquote life experiences, you just become a used hag and nobody wants you. It's the truth, man.
it's like these prospects aren't even her interest. Like, you cannot tell a woman that, oh, you are no longer this man's league, when if you think about it a little farther, this man, like, she didn't want to pick him anyways. Am I recording? So yeah, anyways, I don't know if that makes sense to literally anyone, but I'm just really tired of like the messaging, because it...
Of course she's tired, guys. Of course she's tired. She wouldn't be tired if she had spent her years, you know, building towards a healthy relationship. She wouldn't be tired. She will be happy, because that is how it works. You know, woman should always date a guy who is a little bit older, and men should always date a woman who is a little bit younger. Now, the world doesn't fall apart if you don't follow that, but that's just how it is, because men are more attracted to youth, to a woman who is fertile, attractive, you know, humble, innocent. They don't like these empowered boss babes that are nagging them all the time, that have a lot of standards, because you see, they've had 1,000 bad experiences and they don't want you to be, you know, number 1,001, which just begs the question, if 1,000 men have gotten what they wanted while giving nothing in return and having not to provide anything at all, why do I have to be the guy that has to step in and fix your life and pick up the broken pieces and make everything right? And why should I do that for a woman in her 30s when I could be doing it for a woman in her 20s? Right? It just makes no sense, gentlemen.
It just leads women to have a scarcity mindset. It leads women to settle down very young, because they feel like, oh my God, if I don't do it now when I'm 21, when will it ever happen to me? My value only decreases with time. So if we instead focused on having an abundance mindset, and also being okay with like the fact of being alone, I feel like now more than ever, like the fact that the happiest people on earth are single, child.
Oh no, she started telling a lot of bullcrap, guys. First with the abundance mindset, which is one of these new bullcrap terms that have come to be. Yeah, the happiest people on earth are single. Now, if you don't know what she's talking about, because, well, it doesn't make any sense at all, there was like this one study floating around where, women, you know, 30 plus, child free, are the happiest demographic. And first off, how do you measure happiness, right? Like, source, trust me, bro. Like, this woman, if you ask her if she's happy, she's gonna tell you, oh yeah, I'm really happy. Meanwhile, she's ranting at 2 a.m. in the morning, right? All these boss babes that think that they're happy, they're absolutely miserable. They're like drug addicts. You know, if you ask a drug addict on the street, are you happy? While he's covered in his own feces, he'll tell you, yeah, man, I'm having the best time of my life. Who can measure happiness? What is this bullcrap study? Right? I'm not trusting you on your source. If you say that you're happy, but you're single and miserable and you cry to sleep, you know, you cry yourself to sleep every night, and you make constant TikToks whining about where have all the good men gone. Is that happy? Go knock yourself out, man. So many stupid things said by this woman, and it just shows, you know, if you tell me that this woman just throwing a tantrum in her room at 2 a.m. in the morning is more happy than her counterpart, where, you know, at this age she will be already married, you know, probably with 1 or 2 kids, you know, doing something with a family. Is this really a more happy woman than the other one?
The fact that the happiest people on earth are single, childless women, and like this whole rhetoric, not rhetoric, but like all of these experiences being shared of male weaponized incompetence. I feel like now more than ever, women are just so aware that singlehood is not this terrifying thing. And when you take a step back, you realize just how much all of the messaging surrounding dating towards women is for women to have a scarcity mindset, so that we settle down, so that we put up with things, because if we are not chosen now, when will we ever be? When in reality, like, ultimately men are the ones that actually benefit from like relationships with women more than the other way around. So let's think critically, baby.
Please stop. Like, please just stop. I'm gonna cut this video right here, guys, before she continues tearing our eardrums. But oh no, gentlemen, they've uncovered the mystery. They've exposed our biggest secret. We are trying, you know, we are actively trying for women to have a scarcity mindset, because this is how we make use of them. Because if we show them the truth, that they don't need us but we need them, we're gonna be exposed, and women are not gonna date us. Like, holy hell, man, this woman exposed it for the whole internet to see. You know, I hope not a lot of people view this video of her talking about this, because, you know, she exposed the biggest secret that men have. We're just actively doing that for years. We have congresses, we've had meetings where we've established that that will be our plan. We are just really needy of those 30-year-old boss babes, single mothers, divorced women who are right now crying in their room to be on the dating pool. And I think we missed our chance, guys. Stop to think, right, woman in the video, stop to think for a second. What do men want? Stop thinking about what you want or what you want men to want. No, start to think about what men want, because they are the ones who will get to date you, right? In the same way, we men do that. You know, we understand that women want a man who is decisive, a man who can provide, a man who knows his crap, a man who can be a problem solver. We don't say to women, you should expect this out of me. No. We just do it for 2 reasons. First off, in regards to dating, because that's what women like. Second off, because it's masculine traditional behavior and it just aligns with ourselves. We do it easily. We've fallen into our masculinity, right? But with women and womanism, guys, just this whole movement to get rid of the last ounce of femininity that a woman can have. Just take notice of all the things that have been pushed in later years. First, don't have children. They're a burden. You know, happiest demographic, child-free, childless woman. The happiest demographic, guys. Like, literally the most feminine characteristic. You know, men cannot birth. No matter how many people nowadays are trying to sell that idea, but men cannot give birth. Women can. They are literally the ones who bring life to this planet. And notice how one of the first things with which womanism started is, you know, getting rid of the unborn baby, first off, and then happiest demographic, single mothers. You know, children are a burden. Then more things that get rid of femininity. Trying this whole, you know, 9-to-5 boss babe, empowered woman who works and is the breadwinner and you know, needs to get a lot of money. Why? You know, then more things, having a high body count, literally the most disgusting thing for a guy. To know that his woman is the town bicycle, just absolutely disgusting. Tearing all the, you know, bridges between men and women, when women sleep with a lot of men and they lose their pair bonding ability. Just, if you think about it, everything that has been happening in the last 50 years is, you know, trying to get rid of every ounce of femininity that women had left in them. All the decisions, all these boss babes you see on our channel, they are the less feminine, most masculine, unattractive, unpleasant to be around, just intolerable women. You cannot stand them. You're having a hard time even watching them. You know, like Taylor had to take a break. He's already losing it. He got mentally sick watching these women, guys. They're hard to go through, right? They are energy demanding. Even to see them like 20 minutes, a video of 20 minutes. Imagine living with them, right? You just stop thinking, women. Stop thinking so much about what you want and what you expect, and think about what men want. Because we do that with women all the time, but you're not pulling your end of the deal, right? So thank you for watching, guys. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll be happy to see you next time. Have a good one.